You're watching Q in the streets. Q in the streets. Said you're watching Q in the
It's Q in the street. I love everybody here. They've been good to me.
Tashina Arnold, and it's Q in the street.
I love that. For Q in the streets, you need to make sure you go to his bio right now and click that link, okay?
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Q. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to.
Hey, y'all, what's going on? It's your boy Q. I am back in the building with another video. Before I start, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell, baby boy, baby girl. We are back in the building with, oh my goodness, we are starting off a new new show. We starting off a new show. So I think I need to come up with something when I do like a new show. Y'all drop down in the comments because y'all know I'm still working this whole YouTube situation. So I think I'm going to start doing something when I start reviewing a new show. So while I think about it, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know something cute. Like, I don't know, maybe every time I start into something new, maybe change something in the maybe intro song or something just to kind of keep the page going fresh and everything like that. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. But anyways, let's get into this Married to Medicine, babe. Oh my gosh, season 2, episode 1. Okay, first of all, let me just say that I didn't watch too much of season 1. I maybe watched probably three episodes, so I didn't get past 3 episodes too much. But baby, season 2, episode 1, called Going Back. Okay, so the season starts off with Jazz and Shanique, and they just become just super great friends. And Jazz and Shanique, they both are returning cast members from season 1. Can we talk about how great the girls look? I mean, just production across the board looks amazing, but the cast members look freaking good. I am excited about Married to Medicine, the LA edition, because Married to Medicine ATL has done such a phenomenal job, but I feel like just like any other franchise, when we get a new city, we're excited about it. And shout out to all the ATL girls. I'm gonna get into that in just a second, but Married to Medicine LA, so far I am here for. So the girls look great, and if you guys remember, I don't remember too much about last season because, like I said, I honestly didn't get into it because it wasn't the most, it didn't pull me in the most. However, I only went over there because of the ATL girls went over there. But now that I'm over there, I'm stuck. So if you guys remember, Jazz had a storyline last year where she kind of comes off, ooh, that was so country. She kind of comes off as the blonde girl, the pretty blue-eyed girl where, you know, last year they asked, did she graduate? And she is back this season letting the girls know, yes, ma'am, I've graduated. And her rental properties, I feel like I am missing out on life. The rental properties that this girl has are freaking incredible. And basically, she came back letting these people know this season, I am back, and I'm here to let y'all know I myself may not be, you know, doing this and doing that because everybody had questions, but she's married to medicine. She's in this whole rental property thing, and she has these different properties. She has, you know, she's talking about she has clubs. She's a new mom. She's a newlywed. She got it going on. And for her to open up the show, Jasmine, shout out to you. Kudos to you. You doing your thing. I don't really know how I feel about you and Shanique being super duper close, but hey, if that works for y'all relationship, I'm here for it. So far, I don't know about season 1, Jasmine. I think she did something last year that a lot of people didn't really care for. However, I think season 2, Jasmine, people are willing to give you a second chance. So I, so far, like Jasmine. Let's go ahead and move on to Dr. Britton. So Dr. Britton is also a returning cast member from season 1, from Married to Medicine LA. Her storyline this season is she starts off, she basically has moved to LA. She was away from her husband. I did that quick pause because I'm trying to figure out why is she got this man. I don't understand why she left this big old house in Orlando, Florida to be out in LA. What's so important out in LA that you need to have your family She has a family of small girls out in this big city life. You have this humongous, enormous, beautiful, blessed house back in Orlando. Your husband is more happier in Orlando. You have these beautiful kids, and I'm sure they would love to grow up in a bigger house. Why are you so forced to be in LA? I really am questioning that. I just, I don't see how you just separated yourself from your family like that. And then now that you're in LA, you would think that your husband would be like all over her and like, you would think they would be like doing it in a car. You would think that they would be doing it so much because they've been separated for so long that they wouldn't have no time to even in the day to even be doing this show. But it's the total opposite. She even has her kids still sleeping in the bed with her. Dr. Britt, no ma'am. You've been away from your husband all this time, and you turn around and you have your kids in the bed every single night. First of all, your husband is fine as... Dr. Britton's husband is fine. Dr. Britton is fine too. Can I have a threesome with you? They are fine. Both of them. But sweetheart, you are going to drive that man into the arms of another woman or another man. Dr. Britton, I don't understand, why do you think that when you say he's been stripped from all of his bedroom privileges, who you think you're talking to? That's not no little boy. He's not no little kid. I just don't understand the purpose of him putting the kids in the bed and this grown man walking out of the room, not sleeping in the bed with his wife. It's not even like y'all were having an argument. Y'all weren't even having an argument. This is just y'all everyday living quarters. That's toxic. That is, I don't know what's happening with Dr. Britton and her husband, but there is something going on that she's not trying to say or that she's not trying to put in the camera. Oh yeah, let me no, I'll come to Jasmine in just a second because I got something to say about Jasmine too. But anyways, Dr. Britton and her husband kind of give me Kenya Moore from Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was kind of cringe-worthy watching. It was looking at the screen like, ugh, like, does she not want to be around her husband? I just don't understand that. All right, so let's move on from Dr. Britton. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about Dr. Britton. I feel like she's a great businesswoman. I feel like she's going to go through the same thing that Dr. Jackie went through on Married to Medicine Atlanta, where she's so business driven, and we love a strong woman. However, you cannot forget that you are a wife. Y'all don't y'all get me in trouble for saying that. That's honest. That's honest, right? I feel like when it's certain things, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about that, because I be having to forget that I'm a country boy and my mindset is a little bit different from how my generation thinks. Okay, let's go ahead to Dr. Imani. First of all, Dr. Imani is fine. Tall, beautiful, dark-skinned, intelligent, just queen, just essence, just, you know how when they enter a room, Dr. Imani is just a tall, chocolate, no BS type, like she just, I love a woman like that, just come in the mood. I am not playing. So I think Dr. Imani is a psychiatrist. So there's another beautiful woman where a lot of people would think like, oh, she's just, she's pretty, She hitting you in the face like, no, ma'am, honey, I am a doctor. Whew, she's another one, baby. Y'all got some fine husbands in LA. Thank God I'm in LA. Yes, I need to creep up on me a fine man. Can y'all invite me to filming or something, because y'all husbands are fine. Dr. Imani, your husband is fine. So Dr. Imani's husband was one of the group members from the old group Portrait. If you were around that time back then, if you remember Dr. Imani's husband, can you drop down in the comments and let me know, was he kind of popular back in the day? What kind of boy was he? How, what was she around back then? Y'all kind of dig down and dig up and let me know what y'all see. But outside of that, I just love their black love. Like, they are just a beauty. I love her. I love her husband. I love the son. They just have a beautiful home. I like everything about Dr. Imani's storyline. She's definitely not afraid to tell it how she feels it. She's definitely not afraid to dress up and be a beautiful, bold, black queen. I just love everything about Dr. Imani. Yes, ma'am. All right, so my girls show up. The ATL girls are in the building. And listen, me being a, Chasing Atlanta person, if you don't know me from my show, I feel like don't no cast do it like an ATL cast. I don't care what franchise, what show, boom, boom, I don't care. The ATL franchise always brings it. So you have Dr. Heavenly, you have Toya, Miss Quad, and Dr. Contessa, who show up in LA. They got their things going, and they arrive at Jasmine's rental property. The girls are gagged. They are like, baby, this house is everything. Toya walking around. Now, is it me, or is Toya supposed to be this like fashionista? She's supposed to be this girl. She's supposed to be that girl. I was so disappointed with Toya showing up to filming in this t-shirt. I was just like, Toya, I just knew you was gonna bring it for the kids. Like, I just knew you was gonna step out. At least, even while traveling, at least Miss Quad gave a cute little sweatsuit, a little, what's that little velvet rope, little suede sweatsuit, little corduroy. I don't know what it is about Toya that just kind of works my nerves, but it just do. All right, so they arrive at the rental property. Heavily threw a little bit of shade at Toya, saying that Toya would love to be a Jasmine. And we all know what Heavily was trying to say, because Toya is married to Medicine, and so is Jasmine. They both live this very, luxurious lifestyle. Very over the top, very, just the ambiance. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And so Dr. Heavenly was trying to throw in a little bit of shade at Toya, which we all, of course, thought was funny. Dr. Heavenly, and I'm about to go down that street as soon as I get to it. Dr. Heavenly is that girl who says something that everybody else is thinking, but she get in trouble for thinking what we were thinking. We're gonna ride Dr. Heavenly in just a minute. So Contessa FaceTimes, or she gives Brittany a phone call. She's Dr. Brittany, and Dr. Brittany wakes up and gives her husband a morning kiss. And she's like, hey, we're all going to the beach today. Do you want to come? Dr. Brittany's basically like, girl, who planned this trip? And she's like, well, Jazz and Shanique. And she was like, yeah, basically the two girls who don't got no job. So all the girls are hanging out besides Dr. Imani and Dr. Heavenly. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but Dr. Imani and Dr. Heavenly is the best mashup, and I don't know who put these two girls together, but that was perfect. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Imani is so perfect, because both of them just say the weirdest, not weird, the most craziest, random, direct, rude things that you could ever say to a person. However, I did like the fact that Dr. Imani and Dr. Heavenly were out doing something productive and not doing, just kind of out hanging in the city like Jasmine. I kind of know the girls. Those are kind of things that you have to do with filming. But it's like with Jasmine, she already, coming back from season 2. And I understand that might have even been her brunch. But coming back from season 1, a lot of people were already thinking that she was this, light-skinned, blue-eyed, smart girl. So I feel like her shopping in the city didn't really, for me, I just feel like it just felt good to see Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Imani out doing something productive, because I don't know, it just looked better. It looked more befitting. But let's talk about all these women with their husbands leaving off for work. Dr. Imani's husband is off leaving for work. Now, what type of business is he opening up in Oklahoma that he couldn't open up in LA? Or if he can't open it in LA, why can't you guys go to another city? Or why can't y'all, I didn't understand that at all. Dr. Imani, I was super confused with your husband being away. I just didn't understand that. So with all that being said, we are introduced to Dr. Kendra, who is an OBGYN. After the girls, they're kind of parlay in the city, eat, and all that good carrying on. And Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Imani are down at the hiking trip. We are going to Jasmine's, cocktail party, whatever she's having that night. And we are introduced to Dr. Kendra, who is an OBGYN. And child, she is a big, beautiful, ooh, baby, she had a stomach out. I was like, come on, big girl. I was like, wow, watch out for the big girl. Mama came through pumping. And what I like about Dr. Kendra so far is she just carries this confidence about her is, baby, what you see is what you get. It's not changing over here. And I will check you if need be. Like, that's her confidence give off. I'm very much classy and I like to keep it cute, but I'm very much so with this. So how it can go either way. Dr. Kendra, I feel like, is a great addition to the Married to Medicine LA cast. Child, anybody who can keep up with Dr. Heavily in the ring or put Heavily in her place is all right with me. Now, mind you, y'all know I love me some Dr. Heavily. That's my big sister. However, when I give these reviews, I have to keep it cute and I have to be real. All right? Child, Heavily done went down and called Dr. Kendra's husband penis small. Dr. Heavily. Dr. Heavily is my girl, y'all. But y'all know how when you got that mom or that aunt who say something, you just be like, girl, why did you say that? Dr. Heavily, you can't do that. Now, before I get on Dr. Heavily, let me ride Kendra real quick. Well, I'm not going to ride Kendra. I just kind of got a question. Now, we're talking about myths and we're talking about stereotypes. Now, Kendra, let's not play that men, or especially, Chinese men don't have that stereotype that they do have small. However, right, I do feel like Dr. Heavily needed a checking from somebody, because I feel like those ATL girls went down there trying to make their own rules, and the LA girls were like, no, y'all gonna play by our rules. Because Quad, and y'all know I love me some Miss Quad. Miss Quad and Dr. Heavily, I don't know if it's because the LA girls are younger or what, but they made the ATL girls look really catty, and I know the ATL girls were there on a mission to cross promote, to kind of stir up some mess and get it going real quick so that people can be in tune and be active viewers of the show. However, it just didn't put Miss Quad and Dr. Heavily in the best light, because Heavily is the first one to talk about, don't say nothing about my husband, don't say anything about my husband, don't say anything about my husband, don't talk about my husband, don't talk about my husband. However, Heavily, you met this woman, and Heavily, I love me some you, so if you watch this video, I do. However, when you basically was like, hey, how you doing? My name is Kendra. She said, my name is Heavily. Well, my name is Kendra, and my husband he's Chinese. And Heavily, you just was like, well, you know what they say about your Chinese men? They got a little penis. You sure you don't want them? I was like, who? Heavily, you don't tell nobody. What? Y'all, Heavily is crazy. That was so funny, but when I tell you Kendra caught the shade, baby, and see, sometimes you can let a person ride and be like, you know what, maybe I did overreact. You know what, maybe I did kind of take it too far. Maybe I did do this or do that. However, when you check a person like how Kendra did, you let them know, I am not to be played with. I don't know how you talk and disrespect everybody else, but what you won't do is talk to me that way. You have to check a person like that, because y'all see, when Kendra returned, Dr. Heavily had nothing but good graces and well wishes. It's kind of like, girl, you should have had all that energy the first time, but sometimes you got to check a person, put them in their place and let them know you're not to be toyed with. Speaking of Dr. Heavily was just like, listen, girl, you too big and I ain't finna fight you. Ain't it just so funny to me how you have these big people, not big people, how you have these big mouth people like Dr. Heavily and Shekinah from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and they be around here talking and running their mouth and saying all kind of stuff, and they be the first one to say, oh, I ain't gonna fight. I think that is so crazy to me. Now let's talk about Imani walking into Dr. Jasmine. Excuse me. Let's talk about Imani walking into Jasmine's house. Dr. Imani, just all the class and grace and the crown of the queen and all that stuff that I gave you earlier. Honey, when you walked into Jasmine's house, I had to strip all of that away from you. You do not walk in nobody's house with extra guests. You had a whole car full of people. Dr. Imani, you had another homegirl. Who was this homegirl anyway? Is she another doctor? Is she a doctor, or is she like your sister, your best friend? Whoever it was, you could tell she came ready to have your back. But Dr. Imani doesn't strike me as the person who needs somebody to have her back. So I'm not sure who her +1, +2, and +3 was. However, Dr. Imani, you were totally out of pocket for coming to somebody's home and not speaking. You think you're going to have these heifers clucking up in my house and you don't speak to me? No, ma'am. Excuse me. No, ma'am. Speaking of no, ma'am, maybe somebody should have told Quad no, that she couldn't do the speech, because Quad, that was the most awkward speech I ever heard in my life. So Quad just basically jumps up. First of all, Quad, this ain't even your city. This ain't your house. Nor is this your event. Why is Jasmine not talking? This is not your event. Why are you giving a toast? So I'm kind of curious to see what's going on, because I do see the ATL girls in the next episode as well. So maybe they're gonna give us two episodes with the ATL girls, and then the remaining of the season, which are probably another 18 episodes with just them. Do you guys feel that the Married to Medicine LA girls have what it takes to stay on their own? Because here it is, we're talking about Miss Quad again. So we've already talked about Dr. Heavenly. We've already talked about Quad. And I know a lot of the new girls are new. However, I don't want it to be where just the ATL girls are kicking up dust. And then when they leave, we're going to be like, okay, well, where's the excitement for the show? Because to be honest, I'm really excited about Married to Medicine LA. We have to give them a second try or a second chance, the same way that we did the Housewives of Potomac, the same way that we did Love and Hip Hop New York, the same way that y'all did Chasing Dallas. Whatever show that you watch, you gave another city another chance. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But let me go ahead and finish up this Quad thing before I jump in, finish that. So she jumped on Imani. She was just like, I'm talking to you, honey. You know I'm talking to you. I was like, oh, Quad, first of all, you talking to this black queen like that? You talking to this sister like that? You know Imani got what it takes to get you together. So I was kind of nervous about that. But I don't know, honey, because Miss Quad quick on her feet, but it was just very awkward. Now, I can see if it was Jasmine getting into it with one of the girls because she was like, somebody disrespected her home or something. But Quad, you don't even know all of what these girls got going on to be like, well, I just felt like Quad was like checking her like that was her daughter or something, like they were like some little children. Like she was talking to them like, girl, turn around, Britton, I ain't talking to you. Come here, Imani, I'm talking to you. I was just like, girl, who you talking to? You might be in charge of Atlanta girls, but honey, you are in LA, honey, and you are not in charge of the girls. Like, that's how I would be. Like, I would be like, what? Who are you talking to? They cut off Imani when she was trying to talk. I'm just like, how y'all try to offer an apology and say something to somebody, then you cutting them off when they're trying to talk? So I thought that was kind of weird to me. But Miss Britton wasn't here for Miss Quad trying to check her. She was just like, listen, I'm in charge of these LA girls. You sit down. So it was cute to see Quad and Britton having a little banter, going back and forth. At this point, everybody fussing. You got Jasmine and Dr. Imani get ready to have this awkward sit down in front of everybody. Quad and Britton going into it. You got Dr. Kendra getting ready to jump on Dr. Heavenly. I would have loved to see Heavenly throw one of them Florida bowls like pop, pop. I would have loved to see Florida. I would have loved to see the Florida jump out of Heavenly in that particular moment. However, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you guys think about Married to Medicine, the LA edition. I am here for it, but I have to give a shout out to my girl. Oh my gosh, I think I deleted. Oh no, it's right here. Kenya Funches. I was on live earlier. I was sitting right here in this spot doing this same thing, and I told her I was going to go upstairs and make my, I keep saying chasing, dang, my Married to Medicine review, my LA review. So shout out to Kenya Funches. Shout out to you, girl, for putting me on, honey. I am addicted. You done turned my night around. I am here for this. Y'all, I am gonna be covering and reviewing, Married to Medicine LA every single week and I'm gonna try to put it out the night of, or probably the morning of, right after the video is put out. So you guys drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on Married to Medicine LA. It was definitely a bop for episode 1. Season 2, episode 1. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know who your favorite cast member is too. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Q. Peace.